Okay, gotta decide which side I want to be trapped on.
If you were talking to me, I could not hear you.
I was not talking to you. I was
Okay.
talking to the video.
Well, then I will be quiet.
So, today is June 7th, maybe? Yeah, the calendar up there says 22 days left. I don't know if that is... It is up to date. Okay, so 22 days left. So far, I haven't, like up until this month, I haven't really thought about it a whole lot because I'm a very high detail person. And so 22 days left, it's time to really start like thinking about it and trying to kind of wrap my head around these details, which honestly, like I don't really even know how to do. Like living on a bus with a 1-year-old, don't know. I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know what it's gonna look like, which is a source of stress for me. If we like had all of this done, it still would be a source of stress for me. But it's not all done even, so there's just a lot. I'm kind of doing a few more feet of painting with paint that is supposed to help protect it from rust. Then we can get the actual flooring down. Once you've got flooring in here, we can have Emmy here more often and try to get her used to it so that this doesn't feel so strange to her. This month has been a little extra emotional for me, looking at moving, and like Josh has just been at the bus a ton to try to get everything ready. And like my baby girl's about to turn a year old. And I was just talking with a friend yesterday about how it's been a while since I felt like time is moving too fast, and I just wanted to stay little because I've so enjoyed. The older she gets, the more I get to know her, the more she can express herself and her thoughts more, and it's just so neat. And I love getting to know her. I love being able to, like, it's so good to get to see that. But it's a little bit hard. So even if you don't know us personally, you have probably kind of pieced together that Josh is the adventurous one, and I am not a risk taker. I like to just kind of play by the rules, and yeah, so this whole bus thing is quite a bit out of my comfort zone. Josh has mentioned a few times that, like, maybe I'll fall in love with it. And that would be good. I hope that I do, even if we don't end up living in the bus for a super long amount of time. I would like to have like an appropriately sized house and not feel like I need to have a large house. Because the bigger the house, the more stuff you accumulate to fill it. We had kind of talked about it to me, like, not all that seriously a few times, and then kind of talked about it like maybe a little bit more seriously. Talked about like moving into the bus. There are definitely a lot of advantages, but surely there will be a lot of struggles too. One of the things that really kind of cemented it in my mind to like really help me actually be okay with this. So we lost Josh's dad in December, was really unexpected, and it was just such a shock. Like I miss him for me, and I miss him for Josh. I miss him for his wife. But I think maybe the hardest one is that Emmy was not quite 6 months when he passed away, and so she's not gonna remember him. We certainly intend to tell her about him, but she's not gonna have those memories. We got to see him be grandpa to our nephew, and he was just a great grandpa. It's really hard that Emmy's not gonna get to experience that. So my dad lives in Texas, and we're in Indiana. I don't know if we've ever really specified that. So he has not gotten to meet her yet. And so I'm very eager for them to be able to meet. I know that he's very eager to meet her too. Even if my dad does come up and visit and gets to meet her, of course that's great, but she would still be, for the most part, growing up without a grandpa close by. So just for us to be able to just take our whole home to Texas to visit my dad. We haven't really talked about how often that could happen, but even if it's just, once a year we're able to go down and see him, it just would give her a chance to get to build memories with at least one of her grandpas. So there's the benefit of being able to travel, and particularly or specifically to see my dad. The bus is really a great option for that. And we don't have to worry about packing for a baby, because that's awfully difficult. We can just take our whole home with us, and she's got everything that she'll need. So there's that benefit, but there's also just and this is the part that really hit when Josh's dad died, was that you just don't know. You don't know what kind of opportunities you might have, and what kind of opportunities you've lost until it's too late. And I don't want to look back on Emmy's childhood and have regrets about, not being able to spend much time together as a family, because Josh is working so much, or that we never did any traveling, so Emmy never got to experience anything except for the cornfields of Indiana, because traveling's expensive, and it takes a lot of effort, and I don't want to look back and realize that we've missed our chances already. So I said, yep, okay, let's do it, let's go for it. We're gonna move into the bus. So that was, I don't know, a few months ago maybe that I said yeah. And here we are with 22 days left. Yeah, I just have to keep reminding myself that this is a good thing. Not that it's going to be an easy thing, but I think it's going to be good for our family.